My name is Dave Yarema, and I was born to work in the music industry. I'm an attorney in West Palm Beach, Florida, but music has always been my passion. I made this short film to illustrate who I am, where I've been, and where I want to go. I've gained valuable skills in the practice of law, but I want to put them towards something I believe in. I also believe life is too short to not pursue your passion, or at least make a damn good effort trying. So this is my first step towards doing what I want to do, towards living the life I want to live. And to me, that's working with a group of people with whom I share common ideas, philosophies, and goals. To make great music, true to the spirit of the art, and get it to the people who are searching for something to infect their soul. I became a lawyer for a lot of reasons, but the main one is that I graduated college with a business degree and had no clue what I wanted to do.
I need a fucking lawyer immediately!
So I applied to law school, ended up doing well, and graduated in the top of my class. That landed me a job at Jones, Foster, Johnston, and Stubbs in West Palm Beach, where I got to work on some pretty significant cases while at the firm, as well as work with some really top-notch attorneys.
I recall that he was a very effective, industrious civil associate. We extended to him a job to become a permanent associate with Jones Foster.
Some of the work I find most satisfying is representing businesses in contract negotiations and working as their advisor. It's a lot different than litigation because you've got people, parties who are working together for their mutual benefit. And you really can't say the same about the parties to a lawsuit. Long before I ever thought about becoming a lawyer, I was playing music.
Music is Dave's first love, and you know, he's very successful at what he does, but it's really not what he loves to do.
I started playing drums when I was 8 years old, and that lasted for a while, but my parents couldn't stand the noise, so they got rid of my drum set and told me to take up another instrument. So I learned piano, picked up the guitar about age 12, and music's been a huge part of my life ever since. I've known our drummer Brian since I was in middle school. We used to play in a band together back then, and we randomly reconnected through a case years later.
And one day I walked into a deposition of one of the witnesses, and there's Dave.
It was an interesting case too. It was a older guy from Palm Beach. A rich guy kills his 28-year-old mail order bride and shot her brother right after they got divorced.
It was over money. They were going to get a divorce, and Fred Keller sits down, and my client sat across from him. He pulls a revolver out of a briefcase, bang, shoots him, and then he shoots, unfortunately, he shot and killed this young man's sister.
Brian and I got to talking after the deposition. I told him that I had been writing and recording, playing live acoustic shows with another lawyer in town.
And Dave knew a drummer from a case that he had been working on, and that was basically how we got the first iteration of the band together.
Your head, can't save the world.
big turning point for me was Mike Sheevy. I had known Sheevy since college, and we ended up getting to work together at the same law firm. And we would always talk about kind of what we would rather be doing with our careers, what we really wanted to do. He wanted to be a sports attorney, and I obviously wanted to work in music. And then tragically, Sheevy passed away on August 27th of 2011. And that really snapped things into perspective for me really fast. It only took me a few days to decide to quit my job. Decided to start my own law firm with the goal of using it to transition out of a traditional law practice and into the music industry where I belong. Around the same time I quit my job, there was another turning point, and that was meeting Stephen Scott. It was an amazing experience, but also kind of intimidating, given that Stephen's played with the likes of Wynton Marsalis, Dr. John, Sonny Rollins, and Roy Hargrove. I figured we'd get together, play some music, and that'd probably be it.
Lo and behold, to my surprise, we clicked right away. Dave had one of the best pockets that I had heard in a while. We had another common interest, and that's the blues, so we jammed out on the blues. As we became friends, he decided that he wanted to introduce me to some of his friends.
We don't know what the fuck he's doing playing with us.
It turns out that secretly they're actually all musicians pretending to be lawyers, perhaps. We were able to sort of merge, some of my experiences and some of theirs. We had a great time, it was legendary.
Stephen's become a great friend and bandmate and mentor.
Shadow through this town, I seen the ash like rain pouring down, and I go, my baby on the phone, got nothing but a dialing tone, I just wanna say I'm gone so long.
Dave's definitely got a unique set of skills, a diligent sort of day-to-day stuff that not everyone can handle. But at the same time, he's a musician. He knows how to talk to them, communicate with them on their level through music, which all of us speak.
Seems like August taking hold, hearing all these fabrications told. Ain't no rainbow, ain't no pot of gold.
The kind of guy that you want in your corner when you're trying to get stuff done. If there's something about him that draws people to him to make things happen, we're losing an asset and you're gaining one.
I'm going, I'm just a following the road. So long, so long.
I think wherever you put him in the control room with the band, you put him in a meeting to hash out a big contract. I mean, any of that stuff, he would do it and do it well.
I could continue doing what I'm doing, splitting my time between law and music, but I really want more than that. I want to combine those two worlds, put my background and skills to work for a record label that I believe in.